Well, thanks again for coming, guys. I mean, 3 times. Third time's a charm. Not like the previous 2 haven't been pretty incredible.
It only feels like 2.
It's 3. We have the videotape.
Ah, okay.
No, just wanted to talk a little bit about the new record, which is out now, and a day before Record Store Day. It should be on everyone's list. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Record Store Day?
Tomorrow is Record Store Day.
Cool.
Which goes to show how much of a nerd many of us are, because we've been counting down for like a year.
Is there anything good?
Lots.
It's not just a bunch of BS reissues? Of
No,
like
we can. I can show you the
major labels
shopping
are trying to
list
unload?
afterwards. Yeah, we can maybe go shopping.
Get like a Ghostbusters picture disc or whatever.
Well, that's off my list now.
Which was a real Record Store Day item.
Is it in your collection?
No.
I bet you already have a pretty impressive record collection.
Yeah.
You know it's great when he says, yeah, it is. Next question,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, when you have a great collection, you don't want to brag about it. You know, you're pretty cool about it.
Well, White Out Conditions is a record that should be in everyone's record collection because it's out now. But I gotta say, listening to it from start to back, I was telling you when we were talking earlier, it just flows from start to finish. It's an incredibly tracked record. I mean, what goes into putting these, sequencing a record? What goes into it? Do you know what's going to be like the first tune? Do you know what's going to wrap up the album?
This one was pretty easy. I had an idea what the first 4 should be, and I knew what the last one should be, and I just sent it to our manager and said, "Can you figure out the rest?" And he sent it back to me, and I thought that's pretty good. And then I changed a few of his around, and then I realized his version was the best version, and so I just went back to it. It's good to have like another person step in. Like at some point, you just want another pair of eyes or another pair of ears just to make sure you're not losing the plot completely.
Well, and that kind of goes to, or speaks to New Pornographers as a band. There's no real, I think I read an interview you gave once where you didn't want there to be one member who stood out, that everyone could contribute.
So yeah, that didn't work out too well.
But this record sounds like it's a bit of an extension from Brill Bruisers. I mean, there are some songs that sounded like they were born from that process. What kind of went into making the new record?
I don't know. It just sort of started, and we did it.
Does it ever stop though, from one record to the next, or are you always churning out ideas? And
I think it's, for me, it's just an obsessive thing. Like I always have tons of ideas going, but it's hard to finish them. So, I mean, the fun part to me is just having an idea and thinking, oh, that's cool. That will be a song if I finish it one day. And at some point, you just got to sit down and do the work.
Well, with everyone having, you want to call them side gigs, I mean, that's kind of how this band started, was a side project. Everyone else had their own careers, but...
Well, we didn't, I don't know if you'd call it a side project, because at that point, I'm not sure any of us had anything. You know? It was just a thing we did.
Well, when you sat down to write songs for this thing that you did, like, did you say, like, this is going to be a New Pornographers song, or no, this doesn't sound right?
I don't know. I really don't remember. It's been so long, you know? I mean, I remember I thought I was dumbing it down. Like, I remember writing a song like Letter from an Occupant and bringing it in and being embarrassed. Like, I know this song is so dumb and it's so stupid, but here, this is where I think I'm going. This is the kind of song I think I want to write. And I was just into the idea of like putting like oh yeah and uh-huh and come on into songs. Because to me it just seemed like a sort of postmodern joke just to write songs like that. And then it worked.
I'd say it's almost 20 years.
I don't say oh yeah and come on as much as I used to.
Is that you're saying, but you gotta throw those out every now and then.
Yeah, maybe I still do. Like I've always loved if you need an extra syllable, yeah, just throw yeah in there. just put, because yeah, it's an affirmative statement.
Well, we affirm that the record is one of our favorite to play on the radio station. It was one of those albums that when it showed up and we started listening to it, just kind of kicked us in the chest. We loved it, and especially the first 4 songs.
Oh, thanks.
But we'd love to hear more from it, and if you guys are ready, we'd love to just turn it over. Yeah?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, new Pornographers
All right,
live
here-
from Studio X on 93 XRT.